on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Birds and the Bucks, and it's all up next.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He finds Devontae Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On play action, Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina and then with the Rams, but now year 2 and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a 1st down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
2nd and 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Baker hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now a man who made the move inside the division. It's Saquon Barkley. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A pistol snap, back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bucs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On 1st down is Mayfield. That's caught. Trey Palmer. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White, and he's going to have a Buccaneers 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard. That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Going up top for Evans. And that one is caught. And he will go all the way. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Braden Mann now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he will score. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. We are through one in this wild card rematch from a season ago. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, it better lead to a big gain, and in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. To the air again. Hurts. He keeps it himself, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. On the return, here comes Tucker. Now an opening past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Baker gonna hand it to White. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to bring that one back in. Tampa Bay will indeed retain possession.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes.
And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Hurts will try it again. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles go up by 7. 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, a loose football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. And what a place to start the drive. First and goal at the 3. Throwing is Hurts. He's got it at the 3. And a big collision there down near the goal line keeps him out of the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Smith. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Tucker. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. So, we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando and John. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. The home team's offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Baker. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still 1st down.
Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's a give up the middle with White. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. To throw is Mayfield. This one on target for Johnson. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. They'll run with White. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs back within 7. It's 35-28. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Hurts to the air on first down. Open man is the tight end, Stoll. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And in motion is Brown. Again, Hurts. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send Godwin in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over now to start this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Stoll. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Philadelphia. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Wow. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Down the field, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. On 1st down is Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. To throw is Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Pass interference. Defense.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That is caught, and he will score again. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And this is no good. He missed the extra point, so they're unable to get back to within a field goal. This is a 4-point game in the 4th quarter. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Whoa. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 54 yards. And in motion is Brown. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. A run with Barkley. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's got another another one. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. We've seen Jalen Hurts do this once before on the biggest stage in Super Bowl 57. He has equaled his total from that contest with his third rushing touchdown of this ball game. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's going to tuck it and go. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now, a big third down. Mayfield to throw. Going up top for Evans. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. To throw is Mayfield. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.